Good day everyone, my name is Chantilyn Ho Financial. Today I'm going to report about the telephone invention, its purpose, telephone evolution, and the significant impact of this in the society. The telephone was invented in the year 1876 by Alexander Graham Bell. Purpose: the telephone came because they were trying to improve the capabilities of the telegraph. Telegraph is a system for transmitting messages from distance along with the wire. Telephone evolution in the year 1800s. Two inventors, Alexander Graham Bell and Elisha Gray, both independently designed devices that could transmit speech electronically. Bell won the famous battle over the invention of the telephone when his patent was passed on March 7, 1876. The first words that were reportedly transmitted through the telephone receiver were, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you." After, this is from Bell to his assistant, Thomas A. Watson. In the early 1900s, Almond B. Strother invented a telephone that could perform the first automatic telephone exchange and did not require an operator. In the year 1970s to 1980s, we found ourselves with touch-tone dialing in the first cordless phones by 1970s. A completely experimental picture phone system was developed by AT&T to transmit images throughout a phone call. But because it was expensive, the idea was discarded until it was incorporated into a personal computer. The 80s brought about a revolution in telephony communication with the first testing of VoIP service, or Voice over Internet Protocol, caller ID, and introduction of mobile phone. In the year 1990s, although the term smartphone had not been coined at the time of its release, the IBM Simon is considered the groundbreaking device that first combined telephone and PDA feature. The cell phone craze has hit ground running, with consumers quickly discovering the benefit of being accessible while on the go. In the year 2000, the technology throughout the decade advanced exponentially. Mobile phones became more compact, offered high-resolution screens, and had more features than ever before. VoIP technology expanded into businesses and applications in text, voice, video software such as Skype allowed people connect in even more ways. In the year 2012, with innovative device features such as iPhone 4S, Siri, and Apple iOS 6s Maps and Passbook, we are relying on our cell phones for more and more each day. And fewer people use a landline phone from their homes. We can now use our cell phone to book plane tickets, find direction to a business or residence, shop for shoes, see what's new on Facebook, so on and so forth. So the significance of telephone is that we can make it easier for businesses to communicate with each other, not only for businesses, but also we can also communicate with our friends, our family. It cut down on the amount of time it took to send messages to each other. As the telephone network grew, it's also expanded the area that the business could reach.
So, good afternoon. I'm Maris Munday, Bsoa 3B. My reporting is about invention involved. Invention involved from 1878 to 1880, and this associated work at least 3,000 different theories. So, sa panahon daw noon, nakakagawa sila ng more than 3,000 different theories sa pamamagitan ng kanilang paggawa ng invention. So, where is Where is he developed the incandescent lamp make light by using electricity to heat a thin strip of materials until it get hot enough to glow. So gumagamit sila ng mga mainit na piraso ng materials hanggang sa ito ay uminit ng sapat. So many inventors tried to perfect incandescent lamp to subdivide electric light or make it smaller and weaker than it was in the existing air lamp. So, yun nga. Hindi lang sapat yung isa, kundi gumawa pa sila ng mas marami pa, no, sa pamamagitan ng electricity light. So, which were too bright to be used to small space such as the room of a house. So, ang ginagawa nila, inuuna nila yung mga bahay na may maliit na mga kwarto. Kaya, tinatry nila doon kung ano ba ang kalaki ng light or ano ba ang epekto nito. So, yun nga. Edison was trying to come up with a high resistance system that would require far less electrical power than was used for the lamp. So, ginagawa nga nila, no, sa pamamagitan ng electrical power, nakita nila yung malakihang bayad. Kaya gumawa sana si Edison ng paraan kung paano maibababa iyon. Pero yun nga. Kaya nga nakita natin hanggang sa ngayon may mga solar power sa pamamagitan iyon ng invention and work. Kasi nakita natin kapag electricity parati yung gamit natin. Siyempre marami tayong kumbaga mataas ang kuryente ngayon, pero sa pamamagitan ng paggamit ng mga solar light, pwedeng hindi mataas yung mga sangkap na gagamitin natin sa pamamagitan ng kuryente. So this could eventually mean small electronic lights suitable for homes only. So kaya nga yun ang ginagamit nila. So that's all. Thank you.
Many discoveries that we have, but I choose the human evolution. Human evolution, how it was discovered. Early archaeological remains and human fossils provide the most relevant clues about our ancient past. These include bones, tools, footprints, cave paintings, and other evidences left by earlier people. Basically, the theory of human evolution was popularized by Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin, an English biologist, best known for his proposition in evolutionary biology. By the time of Darwin, published The Descent of Man, the idea that humans evolved with a common ancestors to that of the apes had gained traction in the scientific communication in 1871. For this juncture, let's answer the significant changes of this human evolution discovery. Basically, Darwin's theory of evolution believed that species may change over time and that new species has its own distinct genetic differences from a common ancestors which has been accumulated gradually in a long period of time. However, biologists know that Darwin's theory changed over time. An example of is that evolutionary theory dramatically changed when Charles Darwin is the original ideas were challenged and combined with ideas from genetics to become the modern synthesis. Moreover, the revised and updated theory is easier to understand, embrace, and appreciate. This more integrated theory about the evolution of man has even greater power to explain the great diversity of life. Lastly, let's answer the major effect of human evolution to the present. Some of major effects of Darwin's discovery include major improvements in living standards, health, security, and public welfare, among others. It has also influenced how we view people and the universe at large. It also contributed as to how we think about ourselves in relation to the world around us. Basically, biological evolution is one of the most significant ideas of modern science. So that's all, everyone. Thank you and goodbye.
Hello ma'am, hello classmates. I'm Leia Amar Cabrelius and I am going to talk and discuss to you how planet Pluto discovered, who discovered it, what are the significant changes of this discovery, and what are the major effects of this discovery to the present. We all know that Pluto is the ninth planet in our solar system. Since we enter our preschool, elementary, high school, Pluto is already a planet. Pluto was discovered at around 4 p.m. on February 18, 1930 by an American astronomer, Clyde Tombaugh. How Pluto planet discovered? It was so happened that Clyde Tombaugh had spent every night for months looking at photographic plates of the night sky at Lowell Observatory in Arizona. At that time, technology wasn't advanced enough to see how big Pluto was or to notice the other bodies beyond Neptune. Clyde Tombaugh's job was to photograph one small piece of the night sky at a time. He then had to carefully examine and compare the photos in an effort to detect an identified moving point of light that might be a planet. Tombaugh photographed 65% of the sky and spent thousands of hours examining photographs of the night sky. After 10 months of very hard work, sometimes working through the night in an unheated dome, Tombaugh discovered an object he named Pluto. The astronomer was fascinated with the stars from the young age and discovered Pluto before he had even attended college. Tombaugh died at the age of 90 on January 17, 1997. Let's go back to Pluto. It was the first object to be discovered in Kuiper Belt, a large region of icy bodies beyond Neptune's orbit. Pluto is about 3,700 kilometers or 2,300 miles wide and has a mass of about 6.10 by 10 kilogram. It takes 248 years to orbit the Sun once. Now, do you think Pluto is a planet? As our technology and capacity of mind improves to determine things, there are studies that said Pluto is not anymore a planet. Pluto is not currently classed as a planet. It is a mirror or dwarf planet. Pluto used to be the ninth planet in our solar system until the International Astronomical Union created a new system for classifying space objects in 2006. It set out 3 characteristics that define a planet. First, the object must have an established orbit around the Sun. Second, the object must have a strong enough field of gravity to make it roundish. Third, the object must have a gravitational pull strong enough to clear the neighborhood around its orbit. Pluto did not fit or did not pass the 3 characteristics, and so we must know the significant changes of discovery of Pluto, which are Pluto is just a shadow of a neighbor planet. Second, shows that studies improves and proves the old vision of the old people and demonstrate the high technology. This may correct the wrong idea imparted to all of us since we are in school. Then, the major effect of this discovery to the present. First, students and young generations will not consider Pluto as one of the planet of the solar system. Hindi na ito isang planeta at kahit na sinong bata ang tatanungin mo, Pluto is not anymore a planet. Second, this whole saga shows us how little we know about things that we think we know and how feeble our structured education system is. Ang buong kwento ay nagpapakita kung gaano kaliit ang ating kaalaman tungkol sa mga bagay-bagay na akala natin ay alam na natin. Yun pala ay hindi totoo at naaapektuhan nito ang structure ng ating education system. Third, we can say to the school children, what we learn might not be the truth. Kung ano yung nalalaman natin ay maaaring hindi totoo. Ito ay nangyayari sa patuloy na pag-improve ng ating teknolohiya. Fourth, there may be value in teaching children the uncertainty in the knowledge imparted by the education system. Kung malaki ang epektong na idudulot sa ating mga kabataan dahil sa hindi tiyak na impormasyon or knowledge na naibibigay sa kanila. Iba ngayon, iba bukas, iba sa susunod pang bukas. And the last one, this would at the very least that make them more prepared to face the harsher reality and how the educational system prepared us when we were a school-going child. This will be the advantage to us or to our children. This will make them prepared to the challenges na maaaring dumating tungkol sa paiba-ibang idea or knowledge na ating mararanasan sa pagdating sa ating educational system. That is all about my topic and hope you can get idea from it. Thank you and God bless.